It's time for the FIA Formula 2 Championship to kick off its feature race. It's round 6 of the season and we are underway. Yesterday's sprint saw exciting wheel-to-wheel, side-by-side action. But what is a damp track going to bring us? Welcome to the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. Let's catch up with all of the action that happened in the story so far of F2 in 2024.
F2 in Barcelona.
A very familiar venue.
Let's go.
Got a car well off there.
I crashed. I'm sorry.
Paul Aron is going fast. Will he take pole position with that? Yes, he does. And we are go for the sprint race. A great launch for Martins.
A nightmare start for Miney.
Isaac Hadjar throws himself down the inside.
He's moving a lot on the braking.
Ollie Behrman, he's having such a difficult period.
Miata penalty.
Millimetre stuff.
Correa has closed right up to the back of Bortoletto. Anyone could stand on that final step of the podium.
Can Correa have the opportunity down the inside?
Manuel Correa makes the move. What a statement result for Victor Martins as he wins the sprint race.
We need this one. Let's go.
As we go into a triple header, that's the way to start it.
A damp F2 circuit will provide only one thing for today's feature race: high drama in Barcelona. Welcome to the 12th race of 2024. Starting on pole position is Paul Aron, one of the championship contenders. Crawford and Colapinto alongside him. We're in for a major run down to turn 1. 37 laps are ahead of us in today's race as well, around this Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya in Spain. Total racing here started in 2005. It was one of the very first venues for the next generation of Formula talent. The rain has eased off. The track is dry, but still damp in places after a light sprinkling of rain. There's more chance of it coming down shortly as well. It's going to be very dramatic. Alongside me in the commentary box is Omi. Jack is with me as well, as Jess is around in the background watching along. If she has anything to say, she'll pop in as always. But Omi, starting with you. Yesterday it was high drama in the sprint race. Today, Paul Aron has pole position on a mixed condition circuit. This is going to be quite an interesting race with pit stops thrown in.
Pit stops thrown in, running thrown in. Formula 2 always deliver drama, and it only deals with drama as well. Should be a very exciting race coming our way. Cannot wait for this one to begin. So this should be very, very exciting stuff. The starting grid.
For back to front, Taylor Barnard with no time set after crashing in qualifying. He's 22nd. Romain Stanek starts in 21st position as well. Rafael Villagomez is in 20th, with Richard Verschoor starting in 19th place. 18th on the grid goes to Emil Cordial. Zane Maloney is 17th. 16th on the grid for Enzo Fittipaldi. Then going 15th for Ollie Behrman. 14th on the grid for Jose Maria Marti. 13th goes to Dennis Hauger as well. Watch out for the pair of them out of position after a poor qualifying as well. 12th on the grid for Zach O'Sullivan. Isaac Hadjar starts in 11th position as well. Can the angry man from Monaco control himself for a better Barcelona? Koshmaini's 10th alongside Victor Martin, starting in 9th position, the man who dominated here yesterday. Manuel Correa lost his podium from the sprint race. He starts 8th on the grid. Joshua Durtskin, another impressive race from him in 7th. Rio Mayata starts in 6th position. Andrea Kimi-Antonelli starts in 5th. 4th on the grid goes for Gabriel Bortoletto. Franco Colapinto lines up 3rd. Front row of the grid there, Jack Crawford alongside Paul Aron. The championship contenders still in the battle. Jack, welcome back to the F2 commentary box as well. What are you making ahead of today's action?
Honestly, just hoping for a really exciting race. We've got some really strong drivers up front. Some faces also that you don't usually see, like one Manuel Correa. Not usually near the front, but he starts, I think, 5th today. But yeah, hopefully an exciting race. My personal pick a win here. I'm going to go with Jack Crawford.
Seems to be, Omi, as well, that we're going to have an interesting gap down to so on. Who's your pick a winner?
F2 is wide open, so let's see out of this grid. I'm going to go with Bortoletto, shown some good pace so far, so let's see how he's going to be able to get on as we are on to the formation lap.
Antonelli has stalled! Antonelli! Yeah, Antonelli has stalled on the grid! Andrea Kimti Antonelli from 5th on the grid has stalled. He's got going, so the entire field's going to pass him. And I think we've got another staller as well in the form of Taylor Barnard. So 2 stallers on the grid then, and Antonelli is going to have to start this feature race from the pit lane. And I believe Barnard has now... No, he hasn't. So 2 stallers on the grid there already. Oh... Yeah, tell him to start, but it's not going to work.
Oh, that is disappointment. Drama for Prima once again as well. Paul Aaron though will pull long run to turn 1 to deal with Crawford and Colopin there as well, with Ball trying to get in the mix. Should be an exciting race coming our way. Let's see if Paul Aaron can take his first victory as well.
I'm incorrect. It's not Barnard, it's Stanak. Here's the pole man.
Very happy. First of all, for myself to get my first pole in Formula 2, but also for the team. I know how hard they've been working. We got close in Monaco, and finally we're here and we've done it. So very, very happy for both me and the team. And to be honest, it was just such a nice session. The fact that it was so close at the end, I think it was really cool for the fans. And it's great for the championship to see that these new cars are performing well, and the competition is really tight. And from my side, it was just nice to come here as a championship leader and put it on pole,
Yeah, so it's Stanak who's going to have to start in the pit lane as well. This is all just going wrong, and wrong. I think Jack as well, that's going to be him pretty much done, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much that's the race over for him, or at least a contention for the win. Really unfortunate fight for Andrea Kimi Antonelli after such a good qualifying. Just really sucks for him. Also, a little bit of news here. Alex Albon has got a new control electronics, and without the FIA approval, there's Roman Stanek too. So it's looking like maybe Albon will start from the pit lane after some changes during Parc Fermé for the F1 race later today.
Bad news for him. Had a good qualifying as they come to line up on the grid. Looks like Antonelli's left the pit lane, Omi, as well, so he hasn't gone too far along the deck there, but Aaron v Crawford down to T1. It's going to be quite interesting. What do you reckon will happen on the first lap here as Stanek gets refired as well?
I think we're going to get a wild opening tour coming our way. Lots of slipstreaming down there. Will Aaron be able to Stanek and Antonelli? Their race will be starting in the pit lane. The final few cars are getting into position though as we get ready for the feature.
Green flags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for dramatic pause. Drop the clutch. Let's go. Good start again from Paul Aaron. Much better. Get away from Franco Colapinto. He's going to try and draw alongside Jack Crawford down to turn 1. Hasn't worked out. Look at Joshua on the inside as well. Durska's really going for him, but backs out. Is everyone going to make it through turn 1 cleanly? We've got Barman just a little bit wide, cutting a corner. 3 cars. Contact in the back. 4 cars in the gravel, and one of them is Victor Martins, if I'm not very much mistaken, and we've got them beached down in the gravel trap. That'll be a safety car immediately. Victor Martins and Dennis Hauger are out of this race. No sign of the safety car just yet. Brilliant start from Paul Aaron. Crawford v Colapinto. Their status quo in the top 5. Dunskin drops down into 6th position as well, but had a lunge on the inside, and there's the safety car, Omi.
Safety car out on the opening lap as predicted. Hauger, Martin's coming together. We also had Marty, who could have been involved in that crash as well. Maloney all over the grass off the start of the race there. Bortoletto trying to put some pressure on Colapinto as well, but he won't be able to because the safety car is out on a dramatic opening tour.
And Victor Martins is out of the race. After that's not right. There we see Hauger out of it. Marty, I think, is in trouble, as you said. He's dropping down the order 2. Antonelli on 19th, but Victor Martins is out of the race. The winner yesterday in the sprint race doesn't even make it past turn 1 in the feature. Dennis Hauger, he's got already, look, you can see puncture on the front left. So there's contact there. He must, that's on an outside trajectory, so I want to see a replay of that. But Jack already high drama. Shouldn't be a long safety car, but 2 seconds. Here's Omi with the race start again.
Yeah, the lights went out. Hauger with a terrible getaway. Behrman goes in between the middle. Then Zane Maloney is going to go all over the grass in the background as well as he tries to put some pressure on Hauger. Hauger squeezes him onto the grass. Dirksen has a go at Bortoletto. Colapinto has a go as well at Crawford. Aaron holds the lead with the inside as well. And then we go through. We're going to take a look further back as well. So where's the contact? Maloney having to cut over the road, and it's Hauger with Martin. Martin having to take a warding action, and Cordial over the gravel there as well.
All starts with Hauger. He touches the rear left of Victor Martins. Watch as he comes through into turn 1, just gets over the sausage curb, bumps into Martins. Martins spins round, and here's Hauger's radio. Yeah, that's, can't blame anyone else there but yourself. High drama, Jack, at the start.
Indeed, Hauger. I'm going to have to put that one on Hauger. He just gets a little bit loose off the corner and then just collects Martins. And it's really unfortunate for Martins, having won the race yesterday, and this time he doesn't even make it past the 3rd corner. Just really unfortunate for a man who really needs some results at the moment.
Just straight through. Marty, I don't think has got too much damage there. Yeah, great avoidance skills. Just got bumped out of the way. Dirkskin backed out of that drama at the first corner as well, with Bortoletto, Crawford and Colapinto. 3 cars running off the track there as well. Martins has nowhere to go. Marty does not have any damage, neither does Cordial, but they've been dropped to the back. And Martins puts his foot down, but is beached in the gravel. And Hauger never stood a chance of getting out there with a punctured front left, so he's out of it too. Safety car out then. And we regroup. It shouldn't be too long of a safety car because the cars are already being recovered from the first corner. So the safety car should be in next lap. Not too bad at all.
Should be.
We haven't got a sector 3 or best sector
So,
2.
yeah, as you mentioned, top 4 staying in the same order. Hadja with that extraordinary start there, up 6 places, so he really had a great start. So did Ollie Behrman, up 6 as well. Lots of other drivers being able to take advantage as well with the chaos that did take place. But Aaron is going to have to deal with the safety car restart, so it'll be interesting to see where he does decide to go. Martin Hauger will be investigated after the race. Both drivers are out, so they can the race as well as we go down to turn 1. And of course, yesterday we managed to avoid any crashes in F2, and today we've got it on the opening lap. So let's see how the rest of this one will go.
We'll be controlling the racing action for the remainder. Fingers crossed it's going to be okay. Look, they're just slowing down through turn 2 and 3 as well because of the JCBs that are still returning to their parking position. So let's run through the order then after that opening lap. Safety car is in at the end of this one. It's Aaron, Crawford, Colapinto, Bortoletto, Hadjar, Dirkskin, Mayates. In fact, just to make Obi pleased, let's hand over to the board feed.
One clutch paddle to get the instant reaction, then the other clutch paddle often to blend the clutch in and make sure they get a nice release of it while managing the throttle as well. It's a real dance between the various controls that they have to deliver the start in the optimum way. How we're getting it.
By the way, the Cordial and Antonelli are losing so much dry ice, and the race director clearly said that this dry ice is not permitted to be loser. So I hope you report it.
Yes, Roman, stay calm. We are reporting this just like Monaco, I know.
Yeah, but report, mate, it's all over the place. It goes into my eyes.
So dry ice used to keep the cars cool on the starting grid, and race directive being really clear that it needs to be removed from the cars before they go racing again. And go racing is exactly what we're going to do now, with Paul Aaron taking them to the stripe this time around.
All down to when Paul Aaron takes us back to green flag racing conditions around these fast corners as well. Remember, if you're on the soft tyre, again, you're going to get a massive benefit of warming up those tyres. What wouldn't be helpful, though, when you're trying to get tyre temperature, is a bit of rain in the air. And that's what Kimi Antonelli is reporting on the team radio.
Yeah, we're back to flag Running, thanks Alex. As we go down towards turn 1, look already, Bortoletta coming into attack from Isaac Hadja to the first corner, nearly runs into the back of Colapinto, who's trying to warm up his tyres as well. It's starting to rain, says Antonelli. Brilliant move, side by side, Fittipaldi and Juan Manuel Correa for 9th and 10th position as well, as Maney and Verschoor battling for the back. Meantime, Bortoletta and Hadja still doing battle as we get towards turn 4.
These two drivers who battled it out on the last lap at Imola for the race win, doing so now here in Spain on lap number 4 of this one. Hadja still looking for it on the inside, no way through. Aaron holding the lead only by 6/10 of a second right now. Great move by Fittipaldi as well, as you mentioned, descended a long way around, turned the outside to the inside of turn number 1 and 2.
I think Jack as well, if it starts to rain heavier, it's only spinning, but track temperature is at 30.2 degrees, so it just evaporate. It shouldn't have too much of an effect on the track.
I mean, if it does have an effect on the track, then we could be in for a really, really interesting race here. That's what I will say, because, I mean, while the track is just a bit too hot, I think, for the rain right now, I think that, honestly, if it does start raining heavier, we could be in for a really interesting race, as we see Kimi Antonelli battling with Stanek.
And that was an easy manoeuvre, and Antonelli's down to last position, so again, Prima struggling to switch their tyres on as it's sunshine down to turn 1 and dark clouds in sector 3. So make that make sense. That's what Barcelona sort of gives us half these days. Aron, 1:29.268. He's got the fastest lap of this race as we start lap 5. That's a very late dive bomb on the inside of Behrman there from Fittipaldi. Didn't work out into the first corner the way he thought to. Behrman holding on for 9th position at the moment, but round the outside, Fittipaldi will go for that manoeuvre. He's not going to hold on anything into turn 4. The car's wiggling around. Fittipaldi's not giving up this one. Has to back out. Cuts to the inside line. And he's going to put the power down for a manoeuvre into turn 5. Behrman's got it covered off. Great racing between the two of them over 9th position. Whew. Take a breath.
Yep. Super stuff. Fittipaldi incredibly late on the brakes, trying once again, but he knows that it's single file stuff, so he'll get another opportunity maybe down to 9-10, and that sequence of corners, 1.4 seconds separates your top two. Aaron with the fastest lap of the race, still your leader, but it's the action behind that is right now definitely delivering us with some action. Pit stop still to come in this one, so a lot for these drivers to contend with.
Let's not forget that that is effectively on 1 lap of the restart. It's unbelievable from Paul Aron as well. Top 10 score points here in Formula 2. So Fittipaldi with the last points paying position. Zane Maloney in the lime green black covered car that you're seeing further back as well is on the attack as we start lap 6 of 37. 5 have been completed. And the leader still Paul Aron. Lap times improving last time around as though for new personal bests. Not seeing any drama into the first corner, so if it was starting to rain, it stopped unless Antonelli's just having problems. We thought here last year that it was raining, but it turned out that George Russell was just sweating.
Yes, indeed. Could exactly be that as well, with the sun shining indeed. O'Sullivan is close to Miata, so could there be an opportunity for the brilliant winner from Monaco as well, taking advantage of the virtual safety car coming out a few seconds after he got in the pit lane.
Monaco was so long ago as well. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Seems we've got set series now, don't we, for who's leading what? 6 of 37. Just hear the brakes squeaking onto it as well. We ride on board with Zach O'Sullivan. Looking behind Ollie Behrman. Behrman's caught him up. Wants to have an attack. This is one of the closest battles on the circuit. The battle for 8th between O'Sullivan, Behrman and Fittipaldi. Throw in Maloney just about. But of course, what we're doing here is going for pit stops. So we're waiting, seeing those on soft tyres must pit before those on medium tyres. So who's going to win out, who's going to lose out, that kind of thing. What do you reckon, Jack? Who's going to pit first?
Maybe I think personally some of the guys close to the front will pit pretty quickly and try and maybe get on those what they're called hard tyres pretty quickly. Although I think there's going to be 1 or 2 people who will probably stay out and just try and hope for a late race safety car. But yeah, I think that we could see some of the guys at the front hitting, you know, pretty soon.
Fittipaldi's just been told on the radio, Omi, that hard tyres are quick now. So you can't get 30 laps on hard tyres. They've got to push these another 5, 6 most. And that's where we start to have problems. We saw yesterday that those sprint race tyres could do the 26 races distance.
Yep, indeed. Colapinto closing in on Jack Crawford as he's going to try and put some pressure on for second place. Ollie Behrman, of course, has O'Sullivan ahead, has Fittipaldi behind, so looking to attack and also looking to defend, all at the same time. As we take a look at the tyres, we have Dirksen, we have O'Sullivan, we have Correa, Maney, Veshaw, Barnard, Marty, Cordial and Antonelli all on the hard, the rest all on the soft compound of tyres right now.
Pushing hard, and they will continue to do so. Just taking a look at the weather. Track temperature now 33.2 degrees, it's rising. Track air temperature 21.8, so that rain that was apparently being reported is now disappearing. Colapinto on the back of Crawford in towards the first corner. And meantime, Dirksken trying to go right round the outside of Azerbaijan towards turn 1 as well. Dirksken's come of his own this year in Formula 2, and he's gone through. Dirksken makes up a position. Dirksken's probably, last year he wasn't anything to look at, but this year, wow.
Yeah, last year was in Freca, finished P19 in the standing, so absolutely. Great lap for AAX. Barnard gets past Villa Gomez as well. Antonelli was able to get past Roman Stanek at the same time in as those two battle over last position. This was it as well further back between Barnard, DRS wide open, and then he's got the inside line. And Villa Gomez choosing not to fight that one as we went down to the first turn.
Just touching back to Joshua Dirksken as well, completely. Freca is effectively the same level as Formula 4, if not a step below. So to go from Freca, miss F3 completely, and then go straight into Formula 2, as you say, I mean, finished 19th last year in the standings, to be living this much is unbelievable. He really is quite a talent, is Joshua Dirksken.
Sometimes it just clicks. As well, that's a late lunge from Pepe Marti trying to get past Rafael Villa Gomez now.
If they'd have touched there, that would have been perfect. Sometimes it just clicks and then they just click into each other. But he's trying to go right down the outside. And Colapinto has passed. Crawford is in the pit lane. That's why.
Yeah, there we go.
That was a late. I didn't look at the monitor. Crawford pits, Maeta pits, O'Sullivan pits as well. So they're the first ones in. As you predicted, Jack, soft tyre runners in first from the front.
Yeah, as I expected, I didn't think the soft tyre would last too long on these, particularly with these conditions. But Crawford pitting early, hopefully he gets a good pit stop and he'll come out pretty close to the front as the cycle continues, because at the end of the day, pit strategy is incredibly crucial in this sport.
O'Sullivan and Stanek are in 2 as well. So Stanek, who stalled on the grid, now is going to get sent back to the back of the grid, but hopefully a change of strategy might help him out a little bit. So that's changed the order around again. Oron now has 2 seconds, Omi, to Colapinto. Not enough for a pit stop, but they've got to time this right now. He's got control of this race.
They do indeed. So 3 seconds separate first and second right now, of course, with Crawford also diving it into the pit lane. Antonelli was able to get onto the back of Cordial in that battle. Marty's also trying to have a go at Villa Gomez. Cordial's trying to attack him. So we've got some brilliant battling in the mid-pack, and they're side by side. Fittipaldi.
My mirrors are looking to the sky.
Fittipaldi.
Enzo had problems yesterday where his right mirror was looking at his engine cover. Today, both mirrors are looking to the sky. Well, Enzo, you'll be able to tell if it starts raining or not. You'll be able to see it, and he's coming into the pit lane. I wonder if they'll do some adjustments now.
Wonder if they do. So Fittipaldi into the pit lane, joined by the boy from Barbados, Zane Maloney, getting it slowed down as well.
Did he run into the back of Fittipaldi then as well? That was quite close. Got a lot of time there, Maloney, in the pit lane. Very well done. That's going to help him now. It's down to the mechanics, who can do a really super stop.
Road in West Van Amersfoort. Tyres go on. Fittipaldi.
They haven't adjusted the mirrors. Fittipaldi's slow away. And Maloney's jumped him. Maloney has jumped him in the pit lane. And Fittipaldi was slow away and it cost him. And a brilliant jump from the mechanics and by Maloney. That was a team effort, as Bortoletta's been told, box. Much more like it. This is
Formula
now.
2 pit lane.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Can get a bit interesting. Tyres warmed up for Miata, who will surely send it a long way around and get past.
Up to 18th. So is Miata now someone to watch. Remember, he was second on the road yesterday before he got that 10-second penalty for track limits. So he dropped down the order, I think to 8th position if memory serves. Still got a point. Just taking a look. Is Aron going to pit? No. Bortoletto picks though. Durskin goes up to 3rd place now. So Bortoletto dives down pit lane. So does anyone else? Thought Correa might, but he's just had a new personal best. Villa Gomez pits. So lap 11 of 37. Taking those tyres 26 laps in total. Let's go in. It's going to be really super stop here as well. Tyres are in and away. Good stop there from Bortoletto actually. Invictus have really worked on that since Bahrain and those disastrous stops they had.
Yeah. Invicta this season have been absolutely incredible. Maney and Bortoletto both having cars that they can perform in. Crawford, of course, going through. Bortoletto will rejoin the road ahead of O'Sullivan, who will have those tyres warmed up at this stage. We're looking further back though. We're Maloney trying to keep behind Miata.
Villa Gomez has come out way behind these two. He's down in 19th place. Miata and Fittipaldi 17th and 18th overall as well. So they've completely changed hands. Paulo on there still leading 2.3 seconds, and it is now box for the race leader this lap. And he's in the 3rd sector now, so Aron's going to be coming in for some new rubber. Oh, is that dust? Yeah, rain's starting to come a little bit more into it, isn't it? Looking over the mountains, I can see it's raining in the mountains. And that mountain section here at the circuit is around about 20 kilometres away, so it's going to be brewing it in. Durskin takes the lead. Aron and Colapinto dive down pit lane. Brave stop here.
Hard for me to get this one right.
I don't think they will, you know.
If they go on.
I don't think they will.
Let's see. We're going to get our answer now.
Rear right was Sticky. Just out ahead. Yes. There's Colapinto.
Brilliant.
Hadjar and Behrman in 2. They just got it closer, didn't they, to Paul Aron? Checks the wheels are on. And does he get out ahead? Well, I'm trying to have a look. There's Crawford.
Crawford has the tyres warmed up, remember?
He's got faster tyres. This could be for nearly the race. Can Crawford get ahead of Aron? We're watching everyone else coming out of the pit lane. That's not what we need to be seeing. 30,000 of a second between Aron and Crawford. That's the battle we need to be watching. And Crawford's got ahead of Antonelli. And the TV directors are not showing him. They're showing the wrong angle. We need to see the fact that Crawford's passed Aron. Wrong angle again, directors, you muppets.
That is terrible.
Net lead of the race is what we needed to see, because Crawford has passed Aron. So Crawford is now in the net lead of the race, and we can't tell you how it happened because we're watching the battle for 12th down. Oh, who's in charge of these pictures? Stevie Wonder could do a better job.
Oh my god.
It's driving at the wall.
I've learnt to never complain about TV broadcast. I don't know if anybody here watched the ARCA race broadcast on Friday. Never going to complain about F1 TV again. It was the worst motorsports broadcast I have ever seen. Like, the cameraman didn't even know what to point at half the time.
Oh, I'm going to
Like,
take a
it
look at
was
this.
so poor. So poor. Like, I'm never going to complain about F1 TV when Fox Sports exists.
Yeah, Fox still under control, remember, of the ARCA races. Compared to that of... Oh, hang on!
Bortoletto versus Colapinto.
That's going to be hard, and near around the outside. Well done, Bortoletto. Gets back ahead of Franco Colapinto. That was a move that was waiting to come, wasn't it? Yellow virtual safety car.
Oh,
That's,
great, virtual safety car.
That's a very quick deployment. What's happened? Not even a yellow flag, just a straight virtual safety car has been deployed.
Is Barnard okay?
Yeah, looks like it's fine. What's going on?
Alexander Albon will start from the pit lane.
Oh!
Just been confirmed. Alex Albon will start
Oh,
from the pit
he's
lane.
not okay.
And yeah, you're right. I mean, Barnard has stopped coming into the pit lane. And, oh, Taylor Barnard's weekend goes from bad to worse, doesn't it? That might have to be a full safety car. I know they've got a little lane there, but I don't think it's big enough for a car. I hope so. I'll try it. Ah, it is big enough for a car. Excellent. Pit entry is closed while they do this. And you can't pit onto a virtual safety car anyway to serve your management pit stop. That was a rule that was introduced, so no one can come in anyway. All this does is help Joshua Dirtskin if he can ace the restart ahead of everybody else. We should be going green shortly as Barnard is recovered and he's out of the race. So 3 retirements in the opening 14 laps.
Yeah.
VSC is ending.
Yeah. Could Aaron get the jump maybe? Keep an eye on this. Hold on a second.
Go, go,
The
go!
timing's crucial.
Oh, he bogged down! He bogged down, Omi! He's lost a lot of time
There we go,
there.
green.
Yeah, green flag. Bortoletto lost a lot of time on that restart. That did not work out the way he thought it would. DRS enabled. Oh, it has worked out there further back as well. Maietta's under pressure from Fittipaldi. Meantime as well, Hadjar is attacking Zane Maloney. And Maietta can't get through on Enzo Fittipaldi, but he's going to try around the outside. Fittipaldi can't defend through 3. Behrman's coming into the mix as well here. And it all settles down at the exit of 3 into 4. Hello to
And everyone's rebridging.
Luz here as well as SHT. Hello, guys. And
Right, what happened here? This is finally the move that we should have seen live.
Oh, perfect round the outside from Jack Crawford. Hung it round on hotter tyres. That was brilliant, and that's what we should have seen live. Oh,
Brilliant stuff, directors.
one day.
Absolute expert.
Driving at the wall of this coverage, it really is.
What a move.
Really was good.
What a move. That's the kind of stuff I love to see in Formula 2. That's the stuff I love. You see, this is the thing about equal cars. You can make moves that maybe wouldn't be possible in a big, chunky Formula 1 car. Of course, though, you could make those moves. They just don't look, in an F1 car, they just don't look as impressive because some cars are just so much faster than the others. Totally not looking at anyone in particular.
I.e. Red Bull passing anybody else, it doesn't look that good.
Yep.
Here's Hadjar.
That's a late one.
Ooh.
Oh, that's very late. Okay, Maloney blocking and then defending and blocking again. That was a bit too late for me.
Hadjar found himself in that situation yesterday as well with Antonelli, having to
did.
go very tight to the inside trying to get through.
Didn't work out well for him then, if I remember correctly.
Yep, didn't. He was much further when he was able to eventually get past. He was much further ahead into the braking zone. There, Aaron continuing to attack Jack Crawford. So this will be an interesting battle. Can he get past Jack Crawford and take his first victory? But still a long way to go in this one. We still easily could get some safety cars, and this race could be thrown wide open once again.
If anybody would like some time comparison to how long our days are here on JB Motorsports, we're 12 hours away from the IndyCar race, and we're broadcasting now.
We have no straight line speed. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, stay calm. He's sliding a lot. We'll get your chance.
Hadjar, as always.
Hadjar for the third session in a row, complaining on the radio.
Oh, off! Off goes Paul Aron! Straight on the last corner, he'll rejoin! Got a snap mid-corner and loses 4 places!
Ooh.
Paul
That's
Aron
huge.
just straight on, didn't even turn into the last corner, looking to avoid the barrier. And that's definitely the net lead gone. Wow! He's going to twitch, isn't he, Omi?
Let's see then. We are heading all the way to the end of the lap where that moment came from Paul Aaron, and another chance, maybe a victory gone over the inside curve, and then here we go, we're gonna get it at the final corner. He's just gonna lose it into the gravel. Lucky to keep it going as well. Lots of runoff with lots of gravel there as well.
Just drifts and straight on. He was lucky, boy, there. Here's the radio. Sorry about that. It says on the radio as well. That gives everyone a chance to look up at their seats going, what happened there? And let me tell you, from that balcony, you can't actually see the gravel trap. That main grandstand, you can't actually see that gravel trap, even from standing on the edge of it. It's that big. And that wider grandstand, and the gravel trap, you can't actually see it. So your best bet is to be on the pit straight side. As that looks to be Behrman having a go at Maeta further back. Didn't go for a move. He tried around the outside, didn't work out. Here we see Zane Maloney versus Isaac Hadjar. Maloney's weaving around, as the radio said. But Hadjar getting very angry and very frustrated as he comes down the start finish straight once more. DRS.
He is close to come around.
Inside, gets defended around the outside line and into 13th goes Hadjar. And in, hang on a minute, what's happened here? Durtskin's made a mistake. Durtskin's off. Something's happened to Joshua Durtskin. He is off the circuit. Juan Manuel Correa has taken the lead of the race, but Durtskin is off. He is dropping, and he's not in the pit lane. He's stopping. Just like Hakkinen.
Another issue for AIX.
Just like Hakkinen at the same part of the track in
Alternative
01.
strategy.
Come on.
Can you switch on?
And in the same place as Mika Hakkinen in 2001, exactly the same part of the track. This time Joshua Durtskin has stopped, and this will have to be a safety car, which means it's brilliant. Correa should box right now. If I was him, box now. You get a free pit stop under a safety car. Crawford, get 21-second gap, do it. Had they coming in? Answer no. They've continued on. Top 6 stay out.
Well, it's fine for them if it's a virtual safety car.
Virtual, pit lane's closed. Well, that's worrying.
Yeah. If it is going to get upgraded to a full safety car, then the safety car hasn't caught anyone this lap, so it's kind of fine.
Yeah.
So if it gets deployed later on in the lap, you'll still get that advantage. They need to deploy it soon, though.
Yeah, and the way that
Where
part,
is
it's a turn 7 and 8, isn't it? And there's no marshal point there. There's a marshal point on the other side of the track, so I don't see. Yeah, look, there's a barrier there, but it's covered up and blocked. So I think we're going to have a. How far is it in? I can't quite tell. I want to see the wider camera lens, please.
Disappointment for AIX, though.
Another issue.
Both cars retiring. Yeah.
Yeah, it's blocked off. Look, that skate road's blocked off by marshal point, so I don't think they can get it back through that. That's a bit silly. Oh, and Durtskin is rightfully angry.
Yeah.
I feel
no
for him
fault
there.
of his own.
No, I really feel for him there. He had a big shot there to win this race. Well, I don't see what they're going to do. They have to bring out the safety car because the marshal point's there. I don't think. Is it wide enough? It could be. Just
I think they're
about.
just one time as usual, maybe.
Yeah, it's just being. Oh, it's uphill though. I would not be surprised if this gets deployed to a full safety car. Correa's going to go around again. And if he crosses that line, crucially, of course, if he's not caught by the safety car, he's fine. If the safety car gets deployed now, we're in trouble. It hasn't, so he's fine for another lap. Surely it's safety car then. Lap 19 and 37. Durtskin, Barnard, Martins, Hauger, the 4 retirements. 18 cars left.
I'm hoping for a safety car.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I want this race. I want this race going wide open.
It'd be sort of like half the race and half and half, wouldn't it? Stanek radio.
Yeah.
Can I just stop? Negative, Roman. We keep our head straight and we keep going. You keep your head straight for what? For what? For driving around the last place. You can point that, all of you guys.
Oh!
We talked about it.
Goodbye, Roman Stanek.
Oh my.
You never, ever disrespect the whole team on a radio, ever. You drive it.
Goodness me.
Roman Stanek is saying, let's just retire the car. You are in a racing car that has no issues. You are still in this race. Drivers have yet to pit. You are never out of it. If Roman Stanek has, I think, just killed his career. Because you never say, let's just retire, when there's a chance to keep racing. Ever. Anything can happen that could bring him back into this race. For what has just and then to slag the team off as well, saying, all of you, what are you... No, goodbye, Roman Stanek, you do not deserve to be an F2 for that attitude. Get out. That is disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful from Roman Stanek there. No place for that. What do you reckon, Amy?
Yeah, and you're in a season where, and we get a few times in the season where we're in places like 15th as well. So your races can turn around that quickly. We've of course seen it around from Nobuharu Matsushita. So you need to if your car's fine and you have a chance, then anything's possible. We could get a late safety car and the race gets thrown wide open. We could get rain and everyone slides off the road. Who knows? Anything's possible. Watch safety car's ending. They've cleared it.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting restart there between Paul Aron and Zach O'Sullivan. We are back to green flag running here in Barcelona. Yeah, yet to pit. Oh, hang on. That's a great restart then as well. Coming in from Franco Colapinto. He's going to try to go on the outside. He's wheel to wheel with Bortoletto down towards the first corner. Bortoletto's not going to give him any room. They don't. Runs wide. Crawford tries to swing back. Side by side. Go on. Give him full throttle. Ooh. And Paul Aron's having a go as well with Zach O'Sullivan. Colapinto v Bortoletto. And is O'Sullivan... Why are we on board with Paul Aron? He has got ahead, yeah, but his tyres are destroyed already. Woo.
Like that one.
Jack's happy with that one. Let's have a look.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Aron makes a good move. Oh my word, he was on the track. That's why he's got mud on it.
Goodness me. Oh. Tight to the inside.
Surprise! Black and white flag for Behrman for track limits. Stanek pulling a Hamilton, says Kenny. Yeah, it looks like it.
Here we go again.
For instance, this is just a reminder for everyone. The last lap, Stanek was 59 seconds behind. Now, he's 45 seconds behind the race leader. He's gained 15 seconds on that restart. That's why you don't quit. It's all to play for here in F2. All to play for. I wonder if Trident might think about letting Stanek go. Yeah. Do you reckon they might think about letting him go? You don't do that to the team.
Don't know if they would go to that extent, but they could do. They could do.
Top 6 yet to pit as we now get a run here with side-by-side action.
Come on.
That's Hadjar getting ahead of Zach O'Sullivan for 11th place.
Brilliant stuff.
Race has fallen flat, hasn't it?
Now hopefully you can stop moaning.
Yeah.
It has. That's what I was kind of hoping for a safety car, so we could throw it a little wide open.
They're all playing the rain gambit. At least Formula 1 will be good. 4 teams in a battle. Rain in the air, it's a strategy race again. That'll be fantastic. It's everything else that we're worried about. Downshifting, a little bit of a luck up there from Bortoletto. Crawford, sorry, Colapinto's going to be crawling back in for that one. Correa leads this race though. Can he get the misery of not having a podium yesterday after it got taken away from him with a race win? Well, he's going to time it to perfection here. He might just do it. But Crawford still up the road. He's battling. This is the battle for second on the net leads, by the way. So 8th and 9th for Bortoletto and Colapinto. It's battle for second overall as we come down towards turn number 1. Oh, brilliant dummy! Didn't work out from Colapinto. He tried to send out the inside. I was so hopeful for a move there as the sun shines at turn 2.
Maloney passed O'Sullivan as well, but yes, that was Colapinto trying to sell the dummy down there. Outside to inside, but still looking at that McLaren rear wing. The McLaren Academy driver ahead of right off the Williams, of course, of Franco Colapinto Bortoletto, who had a bit of lockups here yesterday trying to defend when his tyres fell off the cliff. He'll be hoping that doesn't happen today, as we'll take another look at, we'll take a look actually for the first time with Zach O'Sullivan and Zane Maloney. This overtake that we had, easy pass with Maloney getting past.
This race is going up and down. Correa is just at the fastest lap of the race for him. 1:30.683. 15 laps to go.
These guys will be coming up to traffic soon as well. Crawford will have Antonelli 4 seconds away. And Rashaw's into the pit lane, so maybe not if these guys come in.
Antonelli stays out, so it's just for sure. Now, we need to watch for sure to see if he drops behind Crawford that easily. He does. Yeah, very easily. Here comes Colapinto once again on Bortoletto down towards turn 1. He's got so much more slipstream with the DRS. Pulls the inside line. Gets it done even before the corner. Is Bortoletto going to try and fight back anywhere? No, but this is absolutely fantastic racing. Holding it together nicely. Also.
Brilliant. Brilliant stuff in Formula 2 then. As we continue trying to push on in this one. There's lap number 23. Wouldn't mind a safety car.
Yeah. Look at those dark clouds, that's ominous. It's going to rain in between the gap, isn't it? And then we're going to have it'll dry out by the time we get to F1. Never give us what we want. Here's Correa, 6 seconds he leads at the moment. Of course, Correa started this race on hard tyre, so he's got pace to go, and then he'll be on softs at the end. He just needs to save. If Correa gets a safety car, he's got the luck. I didn't like how that sounded there, Jack and Emery there. How it just sounded like it was upshifting and then bottoming me out. Dear. As it comes down again.
Just
trying to work out timing monitors
had a look
as well.
for the Paldi from
yeah.
Move on O'Sullivan.
Just trying to work out timing monitors up here in the comms box or something as well, because if Correa can get some distance here, the gap between Correa and Crawford is 22.9. The pit stop under safety car here is 25 seconds. If he can keep that gap growing, he should be on course to keep the lead if we get a late safety car. Never unlikely here that we have that. We had it just in the last race yesterday in F3. When Gabriel Mini retires. Could be interesting, that one. Anyway, back on just trying to work out the distance as well, as we had a lovely onboard. Lovely onboard sound there. I was enjoying that, listening to that in the background. For sure to 16th. Got ahead of Villa Gomez and Stanak. Black and white flag for O'Sullivan. Track limits.
Indeed. So that's a black and white flag for the man who's right now battling with Enzo Fittipaldi, who will open the rear wing once again, and we'll get another chance down to turn 1 if he is close enough, and if he is feeling brave on the brakes. All depends on that. Doesn't look like he'll be close enough though on the 25th tour that he enters now as well. Crawford coming off Andrea Kimi Antonelli, who stalled on the formation lap. He didn't get off the line. He's had to start from the pit lane. He could have had a great chance of a good race as well from 5th, but instead he's running in 5th, but still yet to make a pit stop, and the net race leader only 1.2 seconds behind him as well.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm saying this actually, but it still feels like F2 is sort of gone down again. It has not picked up the way we thought it would in terms of action. It's not. Monaco was more exciting. It had more drama, more risk.
I think we're going to Austria and Silverstone next. I
Yeah.
think those ones will deliver, and then it'll kind of calm down in Hungary again.
Yeah,
Or
always
wait
usually the
again.
same.
We'll go crazy as well.
Don't forget, we're in Belgium again to round out the summer break, then Netherlands, Italy, and then Azerbaijan to Singapore. Then we take Singapore off, and we're back in Qatar and UAE, in the United Arab Emirates for Abu Dhabi. So yeah, just holding it all in at the moment. Correa leads by 8 seconds. He is increasing that gap. The gap now between Correa and Crawford is 23.7 seconds. So it's just managing it, just pulling out that gap he needs as we see a move on the inside. Crawford gets ahead of Kimi Antonelli. And Antonelli, of course, one of the last ones to yet stop in this race. So Crawford now moving inside the original pitters, and that is a sign to box and change your tyres. 11 laps soft
Yep,
circuit, a bit tricky.
indeed. Definitely is. Yeah, is a sign. This is how Fittipaldi got past Zach O'Sullivan, DRS Open, trying, and he finally got it done with a late send up the inside. Perfectly hooks up the apex, continues on. In that place now, we have Aaron trying to get onto the back of Bortoletto, and Paul Aaron will be disappointed with that, possibly the moment that could have cost him this race.
Holding it on once more as they swing in to turn 13. The last corner at turn 14 as well here to hold on to this race. Correa leads by 10 seconds now. The gap between him and Crawford still at 23.1. I hope that increases soon. We need him to come across the timing tower to trigger the next lap counter. Yeah, so it's increasing. 16, 20, 23. It's 23 seconds. Yeah, 23.1 seconds to Correa and Crawford. Adding up the intervals from everybody on the timing tower. Quick mental math. On board with Paul Aron in 9th place with bonus point. Box for Correa. Good call finally. Had to be now. Otherwise it would have gone too late in the strategy. Here he is, Correa pits from the race lead. Maney will be in 2. 33 seconds to Isaac Hadjar. That's the gap. Needs to be a super stop here from Dams. Really methodical stop. 10 to go. It's all down to Crawford. Can he push harder to get a lead of the race compared to Juan Manuel Correa, who's going to be on the softs? It's a slow front right stop. He could have done better. He's had to wait because Kushmani's coming to the pit lane. That's going to hold him up as well. And Victor's played a blinder. There goes into the lead of the race, Jack Crawford. And that's going to hold him because now that's going to be Bortoletto and Aron going back through as well. Aron's going for net second up the inside line. Gets it up the inside and takes Bortoletto into the first corner. Where does Correa come out? P8. Behind Hadjar and behind Maloney. Maney coming into the pit lane has cost him. Big time. Unsafe releases cause these issues. So now it's dropped him right back. Lead of the race is Cordeal in the high-tech. Started last in this race. Yeah, look. Now, unsafe release here for Kushmani into the path of Jose Maria Marti. So that's going to be mainly with a penalty anyway. That's going to delight Juan Manuel Correa. Where is he? Look at that, Correa's now 22 seconds back. But what's the gap between him and Crawford? That's nice. Okay, so 3.6, 3.9, 10.1.
mental match time.
12, 14.
No point because Cordeel's in. You're about to find out.
Yeah, 16
If you go to
seconds.
lead it out.
Yeah, 16 seconds at the moment. That's my mental math as Colapinto gets ahead of Andrea Kimi Antonelli for second position. So the gap between, well, it's still saying Crawford, it's saying Cordial is the leader on my screen, so it hasn't changed yet. So mental math is having to do work here, which now should make it a bit easier. So 3.7, so 4.4. Oh, thanks for that. They've taken it off. Antonelli's the only one left in the track that haven't
They
picked
don't want
it.
me to work it out.
They didn't want me to work it out now. I'm saying it's around about 16 seconds. Maybe 14, somewhere around there, but I can't calculate it because now they've put the names on the screen. They really hate me. Saying so, that's Correa passing Maloney. So Correa's up to 7th, and he's starting to fly. Right, here we go. 3.8, 1.2, that takes us to 5.1, 7.7, 8.5, 10, 13. Correa is 13 seconds behind Crawford on mental math. And this was the mistake from Zane Maloney that allowed Correa to snip through around. Oh, beautiful from Correa. Round the outside, mid-corner, doing a dance. That was perfect as Antonelli pits. Right, now we've got the gap.
To make his pit up.
It's 12.4, Omi, now. I was right. Was 13, now it's 12.4.
There we go.
Come on. And he's done the fastest lap, Omi. Oh! Hand up from Kushmaini to Rio Mayata. Mainey's not happy, and he gets through. Yeah, so it's battle on. Correa's done a 1:29, 1:31, Omi. He's starting to push hard.
Pushing hard indeed. Oh! Villa Gomez. That is close with Marty.
Over 15th and 16th position. Antonelli has come out in the pit lane in 17th place. So he lost a lot of time there. But look at this. Correa
Look
already
at
at
the
the back.
pace. Look. Yeah, look at Correa.
The gap is he's closing it down. He's going to go for it. Correa is absolutely dominating the sector times. And he's going to get past quite easily Isaac Hadjar here and then send after Bortoletto. Look at him, look at him. Soft tyres are working perfectly. Don't overuse them, 1 mile. Would really hope that if he can get a race win. Gets the power down. DRS as well.
Imagine.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Inside. Respectful from Isaac Hadjar. And Correa goes through. Next up, Bortoletto. Is he going to do a Charles Leclerc?
Respectful from Hadjar for once.
For once, yeah. Is he going to do a Charles Leclerc though, Correa?
Oh my god.
That race back in Bahrain. And look at that. He's already on the back of Bortoletto. He's already going to make the move into turn 4. He's committed. He's going for it. He is alongside and he's through. Correa is unstoppable. He's up to 4th. The gap is 10 seconds.
What a story this could be if Correa can do it. I think people might just be feeling it now. But the tyres need to stay with him. If this magical scenario is going to happen, they need to stay with him.
Comfort. If you have something, use it because Correa is coming in option.
Yeah, he's pushing, so I don't think Crawford, is he going to just take off now as well? You've got to keep his eye on his gap, but Correa is faster. 2 cars in the space of the first sector, though, is unbelievable from Correa. Those tyres are electric right now, and he's using them to his advantage. It's Jose Maria Marti who's got the fastest ever lap of this track, though. It's a 1:28.706 he's got. There's the move on the inside again. What are you making of this, or Jack?
This is looking interesting. This is getting really, really interesting. Because imagine if Correa, of all people, would go on to take his first ever F2 win. With all that he has been through as a driver, just imagine the absolute celebration and emotion if he is able to take his first win. Do I think it'll happen? Personally, no. I think Crawford and Colapinto are just too far ahead, but it would be cool to see a Dams 1-2 though.
You say that, the gap when the lap started was 10.4, it's down to 8.7. And now 8.5. He's slowly inching it away, but he needs to start pushing harder. 32 or 37. I'd just like it if Correa even got a podium after he's got taken away yesterday. That's going to be there as well. Correa is already on the back of Paul Aron. That's how much he's got quicker. And Aron's tyres aren't that great, remember, after he went off a few laps ago. So Correa will start closing down. This will be for the podium. Oh, he's making a bit of error coming through turn 12 into 13. Fittipaldi's under investigation for track limits. 5 laps to go. Correa's aim is the podium. Anything else is a benefit. He's in the DRS track of Paul Aron. He's moving once, he's moved twice. He can't move again now as well. You can't do that. You can't do that, Aron. But it doesn't matter, because Correa sailed through into 3rd place. Aron's going to be under investigation for moving more than once. He moved 3 times in total, but Correa goes through only for 3rd.
Yep, Correa goes through. Can he make it at Dams 1-2? What would this mean to Dams as well? Absolutely incredible stuff. Crawford leads, but Correa right now is in 3rd position. He's chasing Franco Colapinto. Could it really be for Correa after being denied yesterday from that podium? Could he do it a day later today?
Brilliant round the outside there, Jack, as well. He got that move perfect, but Aron moving more than once. That's going to be under investigation.
Fairly easy move there from Correa with the DRS, which, let me remind you, I don't think is coming back in 2026 in the F1 cars. But, you know, it's really good move from Correa. I don't really approve of the moving more than once, but for Correa it just did not matter. He went through anyway. He said, alright, you can move more than once, as we see Kushmani attempting a move, I think, there.
Trying to go
on Zane Maloney.
Not working out that way, but he's on soft tyres, man. Brand new for Maney.
Yeah. The soft tyre runners are going to be doing all the overtakes now.
Alan will be fine. That was black and white, yeah. Black and white flag might be the case as we're going to move further down to turn 1 this time as well. Hadjar swings around the outside of Bortoletto. That was a sweet move. And meantime, Maney and Maloney. Maloney's on the inside. Maney's going to swing it round, and he's done him. Wow, great couple of moves there from everyone into turn 1 and 2. Very respectful and very well, nicely contained together. Correa's now pulled that gap down to 3.9 seconds, now 3.8 seconds, and now 3.7 seconds as well. So to Colapinto. Into CCC top 3. Crawford, Colapinto, Correa. Come on. Let's have a replay. Yeah, that was perfect though. Into that first corner. A little bit of contact. Maney is just racing hard and aggressive today, isn't he, Omi? He's not giving anyone any second chances. Oof.
Yeah. That's me. Maloney going for it, absolutely. Right to the edge of the circuit there. We continue on.
Oh, Fittipaldi.
This
5-second time penalty for track limits. 3 to go. Got a feeling this might be the podium, you know. But for Correa to get a podium, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Especially after yesterday where he got it and lost it. Crawford could back up Colapinto, but not going to do that. It's an individual team game here. Highlights are up, by the way, for F1 Academy Race 2 on their official YouTube account. Yeah, Correa's faster than Colapinto. This is the battle. Martin
highlights on YouTube took like hours yesterday.
Yeah, they did take ages, didn't they? Antonelli has passed for sure.
PM or something.
Say again?
They were uploaded like at 10 PM or something.
Oh wow,
yesterday.
that's late. Very, very late. Marty closing in. Cordial in 10th. So that's a battle change over again. Apparently Alton Park's getting ready for their touring cars. Oh, yeah. Mainly black and white flag now. Driving standards, we're being told. So,
Interesting.
yeah. No one else getting one at the moment. Highlights that took forever and still had the wrong results, says Kenny. Very true. On that front as well. Didn't bother changing.
Yeah. If you, pardon me.
Let's go for it.
Right, go on, Amy. Oh, team orders.
Yeah, exactly that. Yes, indeed. But yeah, for once, for fewer decisions out before that, and it's the wrong order after taking hours with the highlights and uploading them at 10 PM.
So, Maney wants Bortoletto to move out of the way. And Maney's going to go and overtake him. And I don't think Bortoletto is going to allow that. So these two teammates are coming to blows here, guys.
I just think Bortoletto should just let him
Yeah,
through. Like, they're not going to lose anything, are they? I mean, they're so far ahead of the next car down. They're not going to lose anything as a team, are they?
Pride in F2.
He's already wasted, yeah. Yeah, he's already wasted Maney's time anyway.
Thing is, though, as well, you can't... He's not going to get Hadjar. It's too far back. Bortoletto's purposely kept him back. So, yeah. Final lap, McCall. That's not fair. Bortoletto should have let Maney through there. That's not the team game. I know it's F2 and it's every driver for themselves, but still, you're part of a team. They can drop you. You've got to play ball. And Bortoletto hasn't. Maney's going to be furious post-race. Maybe it won't matter. They're side by side now down towards turn 1. Bortoletto goes defensive. Maney's thinking, what are you doing? He goes around the outside. Bortoletto still goes defensive. The two teammates side by side towards turn 1. And they make contact!
Contact!
Oh, for God's sake!
Oh.
Bortoletto, you shouldn't have done that. Maney's going to be furious. Bortoletto with a wing damage now.
Maney got through, I think.
Yeah, look at it. He did, yeah. Maney's through. Bortoletto were no front left input. And, yeah, stopped contacting. Oh. What on earth was Bortoletto doing there? So he defends. Maney goes for it around the outside. And Bortoletto goes, all right, I'll just drive right into you. Here's the radio.
Question.
Great job, man. Great job.
I got loose on the curb.
See you, right? That was really stupid.
Bortoletto says it was really stupid. It was really stupid from you. The crowd applaud Jack Crawford, who has put on an excellent display. Kept it calm. Barely seen him. That's the way it's got to be done sometimes. Jack Crawford wins the F2 feature race here in Barcelona. Franco Colapinto is second. Redemption for Juan Manuel Correa in third place. He got a penalty post-race yesterday, and it's redemption in the Sunday feature. Paul Aron in fourth, Hadjar fifth, Maney sixth, Bortoletto seventh, but Invictus are going to be very angry. Maloney, Fittipaldi, and Cordial gets the points. O'Sullivan in 12th, and it changes. Cordial 9th, Marty gets a point in 10th. Fittipaldi, post-race penalty 11th. Antonelli 12th. Mayata 13th. Behrman 14th. O'Sullivan 15th. Villagomez 16th. Stanak 17th. For sure, Dursgan, Baran, Martins, Hauger out. Only one more time. This is Bortoletto's fault completely, but Jack said he got loose on the curb. He slightly
Looked like
did,
he got a little bit loose.
Let's have a look at it again.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, we saw yesterday we saw yesterday with how they were fighting on the opening lap. He did really go into Maney. We saw how they were fighting at the beginning of yesterday's race. That these two aren't really they're gonna continue. And so comes down to the final lap. Of course, they're gonna go that crazy as well, but they shouldn't be. But both drivers just wanna perform better than each other.
Let's hear then from our race winners here. Big day for the Americans. Double podium for you over there, stateside. Crawford and Correa. Let's hear then from Crawford and the World Feed.
Got it, Steven. Yes, come on. That's how we do it. Yes, baby.
Jack Crawford elated, absolutely elated with that drive, and you can understand why. It has just been so competitive this year. He's the 10th different winner that we've had. We now have Correa on the podium as well, which means there's 16 drivers who have stood in the top 3. Honestly, what a season we are having. We expected certain contenders. We know there are a couple of drivers almost certainly heading to Formula 1, and yet this is Formula 2. You have to earn every single result.
Bravo, Franco, bravo. Well done, well done.
That was a good drive from Colapinto. Kept it out of trouble. To a degree, out of the action at times. It was a nice move to make his way through into the position he eventually found himself in. A second podium of the year for him.
Yeah, and a first in a feature race as well, so well done to Colapinto. 1.4 seconds at the flag. That is a really, really commanding performance. But you got the feeling today that if Crawford could get track position, it was going to be hard to beat either one of the Dams drivers. And it's this man on top, Jack Crawford on the car, celebrating. He's taken Dams back to victory in Formula 2.
It's a breakthrough day for Dams, the team based in Le Mans, that have had some difficulties getting their head around this new car. And delight, though, down there for Crawford, driver who's bounced around between young driver programs.
Just want to go through the whole top 10 because we did have some track limits and penalties that affected the order at the end. It's Crawford who's taken the win ahead of Colapinto, the podium completed by that man who gives his teammate a hug. Juan Manuel Correa, Aaron in 4th, then it was Hadjar in 5th. He'll be grateful the Invictus 4. Miney got past Bortoletto, but did he overtake off the road? Maloney, Cordial and Marty completing the top 10. There was a penalty for Fittipaldi. Look at this. Look at this. Wonderful stuff. You mentioned the team based in Le Mans, and Juan Manuel Correa moved to Le Mans to be part of that setup, to be part of the fold. They've had great pace all the way through the weekend, and this trophy for Juan Manuel Correa is for keeps. It's his, and it deserves its place on the mantelpiece. Alexa there, trying to shepherd our race winner in the direction of a microphone. And, you've got to go through the team celebrations, though. Just 12 members of the team can work on the car. There's more that contribute to it, but this is such a personal championship, and we're making our way to the microphone position.
That's what those handles are for on the driver's overalls. There's only so many times you ask him before you have to grab him.
Okay, we're going to hear from our latest race winner in Formula 2 in a few moments' time. Jack Crawford deserves to give us his thoughts after putting that all together. The driver who is speaking down in Parc Fermé to Will Buxton after taking the win.
Jack, you said yesterday that you thought that the team, that the car underneath you could take the victory today. You proved that. A fantastic drive, brilliant strategy from the team as well. How are you feeling on taking this victory today?
Honestly, it's amazing. Double podium for the team. It's huge. Our season in the last 3 rounds has not been going well, and this is the perfect bounce back. I mean, we had no pace on the soft. I was forced to box early because Colapinto would have overtaken me, and we did the undercuts, and luckily Paul made a mistake because I was pushing.
It was, as it turned out, the perfect strategy, but you had to make those tyres work. You said you had to hold off Paul for those laps too. Were you always in control, or was there ever a seed of doubt in there?
Yeah, there was always margin with the tyres, but for sure there was some doubt. I thought JM was actually going to catch me at one point, but you know, luckily we were able to save the tires well and keep quite consistent across the whole race.
What does this say for the rest of the season now? This track so representative of so many that we're going to go to. You've been on fire all weekend.
Yeah, we have so much momentum right now, and it's a perfect time. We have, you know, 5 weeks and we have four race weekends, so it's huge to have the momentum right now.
And just a word very quickly for your teammate, as you say, it's a double podium for Dams today. He got it taken away from him yesterday. He gets to keep it today on what will be a very special day for him.
Yeah, honestly, I'm so happy for JM. It was so sad yesterday, and today double podium, not only for the team but for him, for all of us. It's a happy day.
Enjoy it, soak it up, well done.
Thanks.
Lovely words from a deserving winner. What a performance from Jack Crawford, who will head to the podium now, along with Franco Colapinto and Juan Manuel Correa. 2 Americans in the top 3. They'll be joined by Franco Colapinto, who's 1.4 seconds behind. But when he got the lead, he was never going to lose it. That tyre life that Dams have, just the understanding of the tyre, means it's celebrations for the French team and American drivers.
I sense there, though, from Crawford that even he didn't have exactly the performance he wanted at the beginning of the race on the soft compound tyre, forced to box early, the strategic calls going on throughout the race. A race that could so easily have gone a different way. Paul Aron so fast in the early stages before making that error on which Crawford capitalised, but he delivered the result in the end.
Grande, grande, muy bien, buena estrategia, hacerlo bien,
Sí,
iba fuerte. ¿Cuándo más?
Solo
¿Cuántas vueltas faltaban?
10 vueltas. Las
Pero
últimas 4 y hacía el mismo pace que tú. Las primeras 6 venía rápido, pero tuve que... A las primeras 5 empujé duro y después...
rápido.
No sé, estaba pasando. No estaba pasando. I got...
What happened in the start? Who crashed?
Martin, I don't know what happened.
Who crashed in the pool?
How did you get past?
I boxed 3 laps early.
You undercut? This is what, on his outlap.
Ah, yeah, on the...
And then he went off.
And you
boxed the same lap as Paul.
But you passed Invicta. Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's that, Bortoleto?
Yeah,
I thought he was going to catch me, but then all of a sudden...
Yeah, I thought I was not... I killed the tires.
Yeah, me too. It's trying to undercut, I was doing 29 low.
Oh no!
Oh, little teammate. Yeah, I was doing 29 low the first 2 laps. I was pushing like
29 low?
on the first 2 laps of hard.
What?
Yeah, I was
29 low.
Then
I think that's faster. Well, I was...
The top 3 in animated discussion after a great feature race that was always going to be strategic. We had the alternative strategy, I think even for those who started on the soft, way more into play than they expected. And indulge me on this one, because there are sporting comebacks and there are sporting comebacks. This is an astonishing journey that this day counts for Juan Manuel Correa from the horror of Spa 2019 to 3rd place in a Formula 2 feature race, and you can see what it means to him. Well done, JM. Magic stuff. Franco Colapinto worked so hard to get there, and it's his best feature race result in Formula 2. But Jack Crawford is pumped up, and you can understand why. He's on the top step, and he will hear his national anthem. Jack Crawford climbing to 4th in the championship standings with that result today. The feature race points making all the difference, and what a great moment for the American driver.
Yeah, it really is. It deserves that, very much so. Brought himself into the championship hunt on 62 points. Paul Aaron still leads, despite the error today, but a great day for Dams. Took the car underneath both drivers and improved the rewards, vaulting them up the team's championship, so 92 points in a very close series. Colapinto, strong for MP. Again, strong for MP. He's having a good year for MP Colapinto.
Having fun there. Unusual double cab strategy on the podium from the Argentine driver who acknowledges his team. And Juan Manuel Correa will treasure that trophy beyond most that he has won in his career. The comeback now features officially a return to the F2 podium. This is a championship that is wide open. It is led by Paul Aaron on 100 points. He's 9 points ahead of Hajar, but you're going to have to be consistent. But Alex, when it's so tough, when we've had 10 different winners, when we've had 16 drivers on the podium, you've got to perform on Grand Prix Sunday when we hand out the major points.
You know, consistency close to the pace is easy to do. Consistency on a knife edge, like we've seen this weekend throughout qualifying, throughout the sprint race, and now in the feature, with tiny gaps between the performance of the drivers, is so difficult. And that's why we're seeing so many different winners cycle through this great F2 podium. Long may it continue, because it's giving us great entertainment and a really open battle, as you say, between drivers and teams this year, with this new machine underneath them, which is really delivering for teams and drivers and us in the comp box in terms of action.
A driver in his second season on the top step, a driver in his rookie campaign in P2, and a driver with one of the all-time sporting comebacks from adversity to the podium for Juan Manuel Correa, who carries some story to that photo that he will treasure. That is some well-earned trophy. Well done to the top 3, especially to Juan Manuel Correa.
So, while we get the results on the screen as well that you can see back at home, let's get final thoughts. Starting with you, Jack, what did you make of the race?
Well, honestly, I thought it was actually a pretty entertaining race. I thought pit strategy helped play a crucial role. It sucks for Hauger and Martins. Those two really need some boosts in their campaign. And honestly, yeah, really good race. Congrats to Jack Crawford, and really nice to see Correa back on the podium again. And I will literally pay to hear the Invicta team meeting later.
Same here, same here. Amy, what about you? Final thoughts?
Indeed. Well, for that one, but I will be getting some information on what the drivers are going to say, so I will kind of find out anyway, for free. Anyway, yes. So, great weekend of Formula 2. Excited for up, where F2 should be absolutely hide under a rock now. That won't be here for the next 2 weeks. I'll have to wait in a month's time when we go racing.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Jack. Thanks to everybody as well. So, there we go. FIA Formula 2 concludes here in Barcelona. Next time out, though, it's the British events as well. Followed as well. That's the end of the triple header. Austria at the Red Bull Ring is our next destination. We'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.